Cut that out. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Word is reaching me through multiple sources that Chris Chibnall has been fired from Doctor Who. And no, a certain guy who's from Ireland, he did not quit. Jodie did not quit, or at least not that I know yet. I'm getting reports from all over the place saying that this is true, that Pete Mateague has been going to be brought into temporary show run until such time as a replacement can be found. This is not a joke. Okay, I'm getting multiple reports from everywhere. I'm even hearing that when Jodie heard the news of what had happened, she walked off set. I don't have confirmation on that, but it is not sounding good. Like I said, it's like a war broke out because I'm getting reports from here, reports from there. I'm literally getting info dumped on me faster than my brain can comprehend it. But this is one of the reasons I've heard. Let me run over what I have heard right now as of this moment. Okay. According to one source, Chibnall's been fired from Doctor Who. The BBC took this decision upon themselves after months of private examination and discussion of Chibnall's work in the last 2 years. They've decided that his determination and, whatever. Basically, they're trying to say that the stuff he's handed for Series 12 did not meet the company's standards and guidelines and expectations that were given to him. Now, also, I've read another report saying that apparently... here we go. Get ready for this. The BBC guys, the guys on Floor 6 were not happy with the cut of Series 12 they were given because it did not follow the guidelines they set down. A few companies who own licenses are suing the BBC for lost income from promises Chibnall made to them, quote unquote, about there will be a series every year for 5 years. And as I said, there's one rumor flying around that Jodie has agreed to come back to do a Regeneration scene and that this will air at Christmas next year, but there's no confirmation on that as yet. Like I said, it's like a war broke out in Cardiff. I'm not kidding. I can feel the shells hitting the ground. No, the thing is this. Most of Series 12 is pretty much already in the can. So this probably will not affect Series 12, as far as when it airs. But I know the anti-Jodie people are going to be milking their wieners because they are finally going to get their way. And the worst part of it is it had nothing to do with the performance. It had something to do with the fact that Chibnall, did not... Well, we don't know who the new doctor is going to be as yet. That's not even on the table as far as I know. It's looking like 100% certain that Chibnall has been fired by the BBC. And the worst part is it had nothing to do with series performance. It had nothing to do with that. It had something to do with the fact that they didn't like the cut of Series 12 they were shown, which would fall in with the fact that we think the filming that took place the other day was pickup shots. I'm not kidding. It's like war broke out. It's literally been landing on my doorstep since I came in here earlier. Now, when I first heard it, I'm like, okay, it's yet another Chibnall has quit rumor. Then I heard, no, Chibnall has been fired. And I'm like, wait a minute. No official announcement has been given as of yet. Now, thing is this. As far as I know, Jodie was signed to a multi-series contract, which means if she does walk out as of this point, if she could face legal action from the British Broadcasting Corporation. There's been no threatening, no way call. All I know is apparently also there was a lot of merchandisers who were not happy with the fact that they took a year off this year. Now they're claiming Chibs was responsible for that. If that's true, then yeah, they could be pissed off because remember, he promised a series every year for 5 years. I'm still waiting on the fallout for this, but like I said, I don't want to say Jodie's quitting. I don't know that for a fact. Rumor is she quit. Rumor is she's been asked to stay. Now there's another rumor going around with a certain Irish guy said that she might be leaving at the end of next year, at the end of next season, that she's agreed to do a Regeneration. But the thing is, remember, everything is up in the air and blowing up like freaking bombs right now. It's nuts. Oh my gosh. Oh man. It's like bombarding my brain. Oh, this thing ain't hard enough. Get this out of here. I knew I should have wore my combat helmet, you know. I got a Kevlar one over there. I should have grabbed it. Like I said, everything is in flux right now. This is looking to be 100% true. He was not fired due to series performance. He was not fired due to merchandise performance. Apparently, they didn't like his vision of Series 12. That's one story I've been told. Another story is that it has something to do with the fact a lot of merchandisers were pissed because they took this year off, and that there was a promise that there would be a series every year for 5 years. Now, also, as Philip brought up, which is very true, he did have a blow up on thing last year, and that's what led to the Starburst article. And remember, that's, oh God, they're all leaving. And it turns out that wasn't true at that time. Please, before somebody out there gets a big head, and a certain Irish guy does, you said they were doing this, they were quitting next year on Christmas. No, Chibnall's been fired. He didn't quit. And this is looking to be pretty dead on true. Why one source was originally saying, wait a minute, you got to be kidding me, and then immediately contacted me again and said, uh-oh. And I'm like, what? It's true. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm not kidding. I could feel my balls a tingling. I was like, oh man. You know, and not in a good way. The thing is this, political blow-ups on Doctor Who, if only they could have gotten J&T out a few years earlier. We'd be on series what by now? Here I am just sitting there trying to eat some freaking nacho chips and enjoy my damn evening. Okay, so it's beginning to look like I said, this looks definite. I'm getting this from like 2 places right now. It's like somebody dropped a fart bomb in Cardiff. I'm not kidding. It's Rothlock is a stamen. Oh, but it's kind of sad too that they decided, okay, let me recap for you people who are just coming in. Who knows? He might be the 14th Doctor at this point. No, the thing is this. Right now, from what I've heard, Pete Matigue is being asked to step in as temporary showrunner. And you all know who Pete Matigue is, right? Good, I hope so. It depends. Does White House want the job? You see what you got to go through? Because one thing is this. It was a combination of factors. One story is that, for one, they're being sued by several merchandise licensees because of a breach of contract. Remember, they said they were going to be doing a series every year for 5 years, and they skipped this year. Also, the other thing is that, hang on, now my brain blanked on me, is that they were shown a cut of material for Series 12, which would make sense because they are far enough along. Connor, Phoebe Waller-Bridge wouldn't touch this stinking Titanic thing with a 5,000-foot pole. Okay? You're not getting Phoebe Waller-Bridge in life or in Doctor Who. Okay, now, the thing is this. Now, if this is all true, and then, yeah, unfortunately, the getting fired part is now a 90% definite. There's been no official announcement as yet. Could they sweep all this under the rug? I don't think so. It's beginning to sound like this shit's going down. Like I said, it's like, I feel like, I should be like, had the green screen up and put like a, Vietnam background going on back there. Cause it's like, I'm being bombarded by information now from multiple sides. And either way, it ain't looking good. It looks like Jodie may fulfill her thing and say, look, I'm going with him. I got one report, like I said, unconfirmed, that when this came out, Jodie Whittaker walked off set. I've got another report that says she's been asked to stay. I got another report saying she's going to hang around to the end of this year and that she may have come back to film a Regeneration scene to agree to do that. That means if that's true, they got to go find another doctor before next year to start filming. Also, this may set the show back indefinitely. We do not know. Hey, Connor, why don't you try writing something? Yeah, get your lines in, you bastards, while you're out there. You know what I'm talking about. And no, why do people keep saying Richard Iotti? It's like oral diarrhea. Everyone spews out that name. He's not going to do Doctor Who. It's not going to happen. You're never going to get Iotti in the cosmic commodity. No, I'm not kidding. Did I just break out in the song? Hey, if you wrote Chernobyl, I'll give you an award for that. Okay. Okay, for you folks just jumping in, it's looking like Chris Chibnall has been fired. Apparently it was over a number of factors. It had nothing to do with Series 11 performance. It had nothing to do with Series 11 at all. Apparently it had to do with possibly being sued by multiple merchandise licensors because he did not fulfill the promise of a program every year for 5 years. There's another report saying also that on top of this, a rough cut of Series 12 footage was overviewed by the guys on Floor 6. They did not like it. They felt it did not fulfill the guidelines they set down. Therefore, bam. Yeah, I blame Boris Johnson. Do you think it's a coincidence? Johnson gets in, and then there goes the first female doctor. Johnson in the TARDIS. I'm not kidding. Would have been funny if, like, Boris Johnson changed his name to Woody. Then he faced a lawsuit from the guys by Brickleberry. I'm not sure I'd want to be showrunner of Doctor Who. You would have to pay me a big heaping pile of frickin' money. I'm talking lottery money at this point because I know I'm just picking. I have no, I don't live over there, so I really don't care. The word is, that Whittaker is also out. She may be quitting along with him. I got one report that says she's been asked to stay. I got another report that says she heard and walked off set. I got another report saying she might come back and do a Regeneration scene, and that's it. So either way, things are not looking good for Whittaker land, if this is true. The Chibnall being fired thing is looking like it is definite. I'm not kidding. I got people throwing shit at me right now faster than I can read it. It's bonkers. So let me read this one more time. This came from an anonymous source. This is some of the reports I'm getting in my notes, okay? All right. One source has said Jodie's being asked to stay. Another said she's decided to leave with Chibnall. Apparently, chaos has broken out. Pete Matigue has been asked to step in as temporary showrunner of Doctor Who. One report says this: BBC took this decision upon themselves because of Chibnall's work in the last 2 years. They decided that his determination for the program is incompatible and unsatisfactory with the guidelines they laid down, and he's not been producing content that matches their standards and expectations. Which is weird considering that, let me see, he had the ratings up for the highest they've been in years. Yet apparently that does not meet the BBC's expectations. The BBC, like the company I work for, do not know what the hell they're talking about. Now, unfortunately, you're going to have all the Whovangelists out there milking their wieners. Oh, she's gone. Wait a minute. The Whovangelists won't be milking their wieners because who's they going to bitch about when Whittaker and Jodie do leave if that's true? If she goes with him. The thing is, you're not getting Paul McGann back. They've turned their back on the classic era. That's what I'm hearing also. This was forced, by the commercial arm because of the fact that he did not follow through on the year a program every year for 5 years. Look at my face. I'm not kidding. My blood pressure must be going like it's up there knocking down. Oh, well, they don't have SR-71s anymore. Unfortunately, yeah, you're going to have another guy claiming he was accurate. It's like, no. Okay, BBC. Well, yeah, if they're talking about that thing where they're putting everything underneath one platform, if they both leave, okay, could it kill the show? Hold, all right, guys, we're running at light speed here. As I just said, Pete Mateague's been brought in to act as temporary showrunner. Word is he'll run Series 13, which has already been commissioned. And then during that time, they're going to be looking for another showrunner to hop in and step over. The problem is if Jodie quits with him, then, they're going to have to find another actor to play the Doctor. I know it's nothing to do with Brexit. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm literally got messages flying into my inbox on several different media platforms right now. It's like crazy, man. It's like, we're coming to you live from downtown Cardiff where the carnage has broken out. Randy Walsh has picked up an AR-15, is trying to take out one of the commercial guys. He nailed that suit right in the butt. Oh, my goodness. He shot him in the butt. Oh, wait. Jodie just pulled out a large grenade launcher, and she's aiming at a limousine being driven by one of the Floor 6 goons. Wait. Oh, this is, the carnage, the humanity. Oh, Mandip Gill, meanwhile, has just ninja chopped some poor executive and is currently hanging him from a lamppost with his tie. This is outright carnage, ladies and gentlemen. It is bloodshed. It is gone mad. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Don't aim that there. Somebody just tossed a grenade in the TARDIS. The TARDIS is going up. I repeat, the TARDIS is going up. Oh, it disappeared quicker than it ever did on the television show. It is, oh, goddamn. Okay, enough of that. Unfortunately, all right. Yeah, they do have guidelines. Yeah, like I said, I really wish if I had known this was going to go down, I'd have the green screen up right now and I'd be like doing a back in the nom report. I got a Kevlar military helmet over there. I got the M16 prop over there. I really could have had fun with this. Sadly, yes, this is looking like it is true. Chris Chibnall has been fired from the British Broadcasting Corporation show Doctor Who. It was like I said, it was over several different apparently things that went on. It had nothing to do with Series 11's performance, but I think part of it might have been the fact that he stepped outside the box on him. I was always sitting here wondering. Now, there's no way. Do you think it might have been partly because of Rosa? Come on. He dared take the TARDIS where none other dared go. 1950 Southern America, where racism ruled and men in white sheets tried to dictate the law of the land. Sorry. I got to take a deep breath. This, like I said, it's real carnage. I just can't believe this is happening. Now, as Philip brought up earlier, I'm sorry. I'm laughing at something I saw in the comment box. It's not funny at all. It's just, you had to know sooner or later they were going to try to get rid of him. With all the woke nonsense that's been going on, with all the SJW nonsense that's been going on. Unfortunately, it is the end, but the moment has not been prepared for. This was, oh man. It wasn't budget, I'm hearing. I'm hearing that it had something to do with the commercial arm where it's getting sued by several licensees. Apparently, he made the agreement that these guys, that there would be a series every year for the next 5 years. And he didn't do that. They skipped this year. Also, another thing is that they looked at the Series 12 content as it's been shot, and it did not fall within the established content and guidelines, whatever that they sent him. I'm also hearing, oh man, it's like madness. But I have to say I'm 90% certain at this point Chibnall's been fired. There's been no official announcement as yet. There's always a chance they could sweep this under the rug. I don't see how, because if they've already kicked him out of the building, Series 12 for the most part is already in the can. I don't know if it's going to delay the release of it in any way or not, but the big problem is this. If Jodie shows showrunner loyalty and she walks out with him, and like I said, I got one source saying that Jodie Whittaker walked off set when she heard this. I got another source saying she's been asked to stay. I got another source saying she's agreed to do a regeneration. So, like I said, I do not know. It's total bedlam. It's like mayhem incarnate. Oh. Okay, now, John, where are you hearing that from? Okay, I've heard she's agreed to do a... Are they doing a Christmas special? Has that even been confirmed? I like how everybody's going, she's agreed to leave in Christmas 2020. We don't have a good confirmation there's going to be one. I've also heard the Christmas 2020 thing, but to be honest with you, but I don't know if it's true. Now, 2020 is allegedly going to be a Christmas special. But like I said, I don't have any confirmation on that. Michael Grade, yeah. Oh, Mary Whitehouse must be up from her grave. Oh, man. This does not follow the established practices. They picked on that poor Pating monster and flushed it out into space. That is cruel. I do not name sources because these people, shall we say, I don't want people losing their jobs. Okay, I've said this 100 times. I can pretty much say with 90% certainty Chibnall's gone. Like I said, it's not looking good. They'll do a Dallas at Palm against it. That's a good one. I like that. The problem is they'll probably play it safe. They'll go back to a male doctor. That's my theory. If things had proceeded the way they were, and I don't know if Jodie's gone. I really don't. No one has confirmation on that. Like I said, I've got 3 different sources telling me 3 different things as far as Jodie Whittaker goes. But all of them are pretty much agreed that Chibnall is gone. It's really disturbing. It's a political move. Apparently, he didn't toe the company line. He didn't do what the merchandisers wanted him to do, which is put out a series every year. And I got to apologize to a couple people because I didn't believe Chibnall made that call. But if that part's true, then that means that, yeah, he did. He was the one who canceled this year for Doctor Who. But like I said, I need more info. It's coming from everywhere. It's going to take me a week just to compile what I got in the inbox right now. It's maddening. So I got emails bouncing in. I got IMs bouncing in. Oh, it's just a madness and a half. No, not YouTube guidelines. The guidelines they wanted for their show. Speaking of jobs, how's yours going, Connor? But okay, unfortunately, yeah, there's going to be the Who evangelists are going to walk around saying they finally awoken to the dirtiness of their ways and listen to us because we know what's best for Doctor Who because we are a television expert on YouTube. They must have heard the outcry of the billions of fans from a channel that has like 20,000 followers. All right. Let me reiterate this one more time. This is what I've heard. For one, he claimed he was going to put out a series once a year for the next 5 years. Apparently, a number of merchandise licensees were just a little bit pissed and have filed suit against the BBC. That's bad. To make it even worse, apparently, he sent the footage that they currently shot for Series 12 had apparently been looked at and aired, and they felt it did not did not follow their guidelines and standards, and then apparently they decided to lower the boom on him. Yeah, Bull's Trek. Oh God, now I said his name. He'll probably have my video canceled. But certain guys will definitely be milking their wieners. I guess I got 2 or 3 other sources saying Jodie may go with him. I don't know. Okay, now I'm getting an update from a source. It's looking most likely a few of my A-list Doctor Who people have seemed to think there's something in it. They're still a bit wary. They think mostly true, a 10% nearly true, and 10% bollocks. All right. One other source is saying a drama exec said that the BBC took too long to commission Series 12 for 2019, and they ran out of budget, and that was the reason for the year off. It wasn't Chibnall. So I was right on that one. It wasn't his fault, if this is true. So like I said, I've also got another person saying that Jodie's leaving now. It is a mess. Hang on. Sorry, I'm trying to reply to a few people I'm on here with you because okay. Sorry about that, guys. I got to reply to a few different people here. It is a mess. Twitter's going nuts. Gallifrey base. There's a whole bunch of geeks out there who are going to be glued to their screens for the next 3 days. Oh man. So please, folks, like I said, I'm just now getting word that they may sweep this under the rug. We'll have to see how negotiations go out. There may be an announcement soon if we, like I said, let's sit back and find out where the cards finally lay. Because now I'm getting one word. It's possible it may, it may, work something out so he can finish the next series. Oh man. But Series 12, for the most part, is already in the can for the most part. I don't know if this will affect the air date or not. This is just bedlam. It is. It's literally. Oh, great. I just vaped on camera. There goes the money for this video. Ha! Okay, folks, this is what I advise you. If we get an announcement that things are going to be going as usual, good. Like I said, I'm just getting so many different reports now. It's amazing. It's like a war broke out in Rothlock. Yeah, Philip, you were on board at the beginning. I'm evil. Go do your lines. How am I supposed to kill your character off in the audio if you don't get your lines in? No. Oh, man, I need to take a deep breath. This is just bam. For you folks just joining, I'm getting multiple reports that Chibnall's been fired. Word is Pete Mateague might be brought in to fill in as temporary showrunner. Is it still trending? Oh man. Yeah, you wish Phoebe Waller-Bridge was on top, you horny little bastard. I do too. But okay, from what I heard, she's done a really good job with Fleabag, but the thing is, given the fact that the BBC treat Doctor Who like it's their prodigal child, I don't know if she'd go anywhere near it. Oh. Hang on. Yeah, my pulse is a little up. That ain't good. Like I said, as I get more info in, I will share it with you. It's just a matter of compiling it. Oh, man, it is a mess. That's why, like, everybody's saying she's leaving next year. There's been no confirmation of a Christmas special next year. At least not one that I've heard. Well, it has nothing to do with the thing. It has something to do with the fact that the merchandise licensors were pissed. Now I'm saying that they're hearing that they waited too long to schedule Doctor Who for this year, and that's when they ran out of budget to shoot it, and that's why they took a year off. This is chaos. This is bedlam. This is madness. Word is, I'm in, that Pete McTeague will take over temporarily, and until such time as they find another showrunner. It is crazy. I'm not kidding. I'm hoping that this all gets resolved. I really do. That something can be reached, because remember, as Philip brought up earlier last year, Chibnall got pissed, and he apparently said he was quitting, and that's where Starburst got the article that came out months after that incident. Man, this is chaos. Oh, I got to take a deep breath. This is maddening. If this is all true that's hitting the fan, it could be a real mess. I know. I feel sorry. I miss Peter. I really do. Speaking of audios, get your lines in, you guys. AJ, I think, sent his, so I got to go get him. Man, I'm taking a breath. It's just... Okay, there's been no word of a regen film yet. Okay, so don't go that route. That part about Jodie leaving is unconfirmed. If I hear anything definite about Jodie leaving, I'll have it out for you. But, oh, of course, the Whovangelists are going to be out going, we were right. This could not last. The fans have now spoken. Like I said, till we get an official announcement, let's stay calm, okay? Like I said, one source is saying it's most likely. A few people seem to think that there's something in this. They're still a bit wary. conflicting reports on Jodie Whittaker, on her status. Like I said, I got one saying she's gone, one saying she's staying, another saying that Christmas they'll reveal number 14, but we've got no confirmation there's going to be a Christmas special for 2020. They're referring to 2020 is what I'm saying, because the majority of Series 12 has been filmed. If this pans out and they do fire Chris Chibnall and we get an official word, then this is a mess. Well, like I said, I was always pissed off with Moffat and the years off and shit like that, because RTD was doing 3 shows and he had one out every year with no skips until when he decided to leave and they did the half series for 2009. And that was his decision to do the half series and basically to get things ready for the incoming crew. They were also updating a lot of the equipment to HD. Matter of fact, I think End of Time and all that was the first ones filmed in HD, the specials. Yeah, there's one report saying, that the companions have quit as well. I do not have confirmation. Let me stress that. There's been no official announcement as of yet. So that's hopeful. We're going to have to keep our eyes on the media for the next several days, and hopefully this will all blow over. I'm hoping that they'll sit down at a negotiating table, if this is true, and hammer some shit out. I got one story saying it had something to do with okay, I got one report saying, thank you, John, that Jodie's either leaving for the Series 12 finale or Christmas, but the regen scene's been filmed. There's talks going on now about which it will go in as the finale that was about to be filmed has been pushed back. The regen scene that's already been filmed as a placeholder. If she walks, it won't be the final regen scene if she stays. But it has been filmed, according to this source, 100%. It'll be a bit like the McCoy in a wig scenario, which they had to do when that they had to do for Colin Baker, because they effed him over and they expect him to come back to film a regen scene. Like I said, reports are coming in everywhere. It's literally bedlam, chaos, and all that. I got one set of sources saying they've heard this. I got another source saying this happened. I got another source saying it's 90% certain. Oh, man. And I'm a guy from Lima. Why do I know all this? Oh, I could have had a happy day. I could have just come home and watched cartoons. Well, I've been rewatching Brotherhood with Full Metal Alchemist, but I'm hoping they actually got the whole thing this time on Netflix rather than get all the way towards the end and, oh, sorry, we don't have the last series. I'm not kidding. My head feels like it's on fire. It really does. Okay, like I said, word is now, and I'm getting this from now 2 places, that there are talks going on. Now, how this gets resolved, I don't know. Hey, the moon, no, get that right, Adam. The moon is an egg with a space dragon in it. And Daenerys Targaryen's going to sit on it and hatch it. This is just bedlam. I was joking, man. Okay, they're saying that some of the stuff he did not fall within the guidelines they established for Series 12. Also, they're saying that the merchandise arm is, but the thing is, if that's true, it may have been the fact that maybe Chibs didn't get series, this series planned out in time, and that's why it ran out of budget. So they could be sticking him with the bill for a major bureaucratic screw up. Okay, for you folks just tuning in, word is Chibnall has been fired for multiple reasons. It had something to do with the fact that they were supposed to produce a series every year for 5 years. He did not fulfill on that. Also, the other reason I'm hearing is they've aired the Series 12 footage to the guys on Floor 6, and they did not approve of, because they felt it did not fall within the content guidelines they established. No, Series 12 will not get aired sooner. Also, I'm now hearing that the finale was about to start filming, and that filming's on hold. Like I said, I got another report saying that when Whittaker found out, she walked off. There's another report now saying that talks are in progress. It is bedlam. It's chaos. I was just sitting here having some nachos. Had a little salsa. It's just like a war broke out. Like I said, we're definitely going to find out by the end of the week probably what's going on. I got one source saying that there's probably going to be a massive email going out tomorrow morning as to how things will proceed. It is bedlam. If you have information to pass to me, please feel free to do so. It's just, I'm so busy compiling things right now, it is a mess. Oh. It is. It has gone nuts. Now, the thing is, did Mandip say anything? Because you got to remember, this is a very sensitive situation at the moment. I'd like to think that this is not really happening, but given the amount of chaos that I'm getting right now from going on like 5 different sources, it is, oh man, it's looking definite. Don't worry, as I get details, I'll put out videos. As y'all know, I got to work in the morning, so it'll probably won't be till tomorrow afternoon or evening. Once, they get down and, sort out all the bodies, send in the triage team. Please do not make fun of each other just because you liked Series 11 or you didn't. I don't know why people attack each other because they have different opinions. At least I'm not out there giving false numbers trying to support my argument like, oh, Rotten Tomatoes said it was a total failure. Yeah, they said the same thing about Captain Marvel and Wonder Woman. No, don't count Doctor Who out yet. They've got a backup plan. Like I said, word is Pete Matigue's being brought in. If this is going on, if this is actually going to go down the way it says, Pete Matigue will be brought in as a temporary showrunner, which ain't bad. He's a good writer. Matter of fact, if you've all been watching those skits they've been putting on the Blu-rays, he wrote pretty much all of them. Hang on, I got more info coming in. Let me see what we got in the inbox. Hopefully there's a silver lining to this bedlam. Because I'm definitely not getting paid for this video because I vaped in it. Oh, by the way, folks, YouTube on that front, they've been going back and hitting people retroactively now. I just heard from somebody who said they got videos going all the way back to 2011, marked not suitable for advertisement. Hell, I got hit with a copyright notice once on a video that's been private for 2 years. Oh, it shows you how good they are, don't it? Let's check my inbox. God, like 58 notifications. Oh! Let's see what we got in the inbox here. Okay, nothing productive there. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry I went quiet on you folks because, okay, like I said, now I'm hearing it's possible, that this could all be resolved. Like I said, I don't know. Word is now there's talks going on. But the thing is this. I would not be surprised to find out it's 100% true. Because I have never gotten bombarded like this before. Hopefully this turns out to be all one big fat internet rumor that, got blown out of proportion and something that was resolved a week ago. Ugh. Oh, man. I'm hoping this turns out to be like the Starburst article. But please, folks, keep calm. As of right now, I said there's a lot of smoke. There's a lot of smoke, and there could be fire because, oh God, it's trending on Twitter, I heard. Also, I'm getting bombarded by info from a few different places. Okay, this is what I just got in. Holy shit. For one of my more reliable sources, Pete Matigue is already in to finish Series 12. Chibnall was actually fired 4 days ago. Let me repeat that for you folks who didn't get it. One of my more reliable sources just said that Pete Matigue has already stepped in to take over and that Chibnall was fired 4 days ago. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is just crazy. Well, that's why they didn't start production, Beef, for last year. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I'm getting a report now saying Chibnall was fired 4 days ago and that Fatigue's been brought in to finish. Me neither. I never expect this shit. This is... Oh, man. This is crazy. Yes, Chibnall fired 4 days ago. Rumor is there was a shooter on the grassy knoll. And wait a minute, he was curly haired, about yay tall, dark hair. They're now giving the description of Stephen Moffat. No. Oh. Okay, let me tell you what I've just heard. I told you that, if this is all true, And like I said, the bedlam that's erupting, where there's smoke, there's fire. Word is now, and I'm getting this from two different places, that talks are going on with Jodie Whittaker to stay. The problem is she might just leave because, she's going to stay faithful to Chibnall. Another source says Regen scene has already been filmed, and that way, if things go south, she'll regenerate next year at the end. Also, finale filming, apparently from one other source, has been delayed. That apparently they were going to start on that soon, if not already. This is bedlam. This is madness. And folks, trust me, if I didn't have my notifiers turned off, you'd be hearing bong, 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 like a freaking pinball machine on meth. That's why I think this might be true. That's why I'm saying 90%, because I'm not kidding. I am lit up like freaking NORAD on DEFCON 1. Hopefully, like I said, this will all be resolved and things will, go back on normal course. But the thing is this: I would not blame Jodie Whittaker if she left. I would salute her at this point, because this is dirty pool. They waited till the majority of Series 12 was in, at least enough to get a season out. Then they rolled out the Axeman. Well, it's time to pay the piper. Bend over, Chris. Okay, HBO Max will be streaming the series after it airs on BBC America next year. It's been so if you got Amazon Prime, it's gone. That was confirmed a few days ago. Now, whether HBO wanted to buy it, I don't know. I've never heard anything about that. Netflix has got a whole world of other problems to worry about right now. Netflix is actually canceling shows left and right because, word is there an announcement is coming. I said it could be tomorrow. I hope this is all. I wish that I could say this is not true. But the problem is, sorry, I just had to kick somebody because they're trying to, what do you call it? They're trying to flood out the chat room. This is madness. This is bedlam. Well, not the end. As I said, even if it's true, Chibnall is fired. The other story I'm hearing is that Pete Mateague's been brought in to take over until such time as a permanent showrunner is brought in. Your big worry should be who's going to do it, because nobody wants the job. It's literally become, look at the criticism Chibnall was getting even before the series aired. I'm not kidding. You would have to pay me $1 billion. $1 billion just to come in and take over this show. I don't know why they're even trying to do this, because look at this. Bye, you're gone. Oh, sorry, wrong message. Sorry, the thing flicked and I accidentally deleted Who's Book's message. Some folks are trying to flood out the stream now because, what do you call it? It's always the same two handles. Don't worry, I don't think it's Dancing Jimmy. It's a new band of bad boys. Are you kidding? A cart mower wouldn't touch this thing. Come on, they. Oh man. This is crazy. I don't know why these guys think flooding out the chat's going to accomplish anything. I don't know. It just freaks me out. Bye. It takes me about 2 seconds to get rid of them. What do you mean they torched their own show? Do you think if they kept continuing on the same course, Doctor Who would be on right now? See, everybody, a lot of people who've been jumping up and down saying that by hiring Jodie Whittaker, they basically screwed the show up. The truth of the matter being is they had to do something different. The ratings were down to an average of 5.5 million. And that meant it was literally going like this. I do not blame Peter Capaldi in the slightest. It's just, there was just things going on that, people were turning off, people grow up, people go to different services, things like that. And I'm just dying laughing as all these guys who are, wouldn't probably watch Peter Capaldi earlier are now praising him like God. And yet, where was all that support when he needed it? They told you to suck it up or leave, so he left. Well, I'm just saying that's your opinion, man. Here's the thing. If you can't please everybody, as far as the whole Series 11 debacle goes, you can't. There's no such thing as pleasing everyone. And it seemed like they wanted to bring in a new audience. You could not keep going in the same direction. They had no choice. Well, DC Comics has been around how long? Plus, you have to look at the fact Doctor Who's been around. The new Who's been around since 2005. We're coming up on 2020, 15 years. That's a damn good run for a reboot. Or, well, a softened reboot. You're not getting Toby Whithouse. I don't know why everybody keeps shouting his name. He was probably one of the first guys they picked up the phone. And he's like, oh, hell no. I wouldn't touch that thing if you gave me a no. It's not looking good, folks. I'm not lying. It really isn't. I hate to be a doom and glimmer. Yeah, but which fans do you work with? Who decides which fans? Why is it if your view is different, everyone else's must be? You see what I mean? Like I said, I gave Series 11 like a 65%. Really? So you dictate what all of them... Get off my channel. Dude, silly. Take your silly lying crap out of here. You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Another one of them jackoffs probably from over on Narcotic. Series 11 is bleeding viewers. It went up 2.5 million, Nard. Rotten Tomatoes. They're not going to touch Lungbarrow with a 50-foot pole. I don't know why everybody keeps jumping up and down about that. So wait a minute. You're saying all the fans are against Doctor Who? No, I got this one guy in the comment box. Yeah, that's what ratings went down. Come here. Let me have a talk with you guys. We're going to do this right now. Chris Eccleston lost 4 million viewers by the end of Series 1. Let me say this again. Chris Eccleston lost over 4 million viewers in Series 1. You think we should have canceled it back in 2005? And if you want to talk about politically correct storylines, you see what I mean? Please take that childish crap out of here. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, just get out of here. Take that rhetoric out of here. I won't listen. Go over to one of your channels that you like and celebrate, because it's not looking good at this moment. I love that all the fans were against it. Yeah, then why'd the ratings go up? Ugh. It was a massive improvement. And, it's like that Tom Baker speech, people altering their views to fit the facts, rather, or altering the facts to fit the views. Because like I said, I've never heard Rotten Tomatoes praised so much as an established ratings machine. Folks, I'm going to get off here. I need to take a break. This is crazy. I am losing my mind right now, man. Hey, let me check the info wires here real quick, see what we got going on. I'm hoping that tomorrow I can delete this video and pretend this didn't happen. Like I said, I'm waiting to hear if there's going to be an official announcement. Let's find out. Okay, everybody, before tonight, take a deep breath. Hopefully we'll find out tomorrow that this is all blown over, that it was a misunderstanding. So I'm really hoping this is wrong. I really am. You good. Tell you what, yeah, delete Series 10. Yeah, so you just pissed on Peter Capaldi. That's great. I loved Series 10. Ugh. So I'm going to get on out of here. I'm really hoping tomorrow I can put up a video saying this is a nightmare, that none of this is true. You haven't even watched 12 yet. Oh, God. See what I mean? So I'm going to get on out of here, folks. Hopefully, like I said, we'll find out that, this is all hooey. I really hope it is. But it's not sounding good. It really isn't. All I know is life goes on. Tomorrow I'll have to get up, go to work. And I'll deal with it in the way I always deal with it. That is keep moving forward, and we'll see what the facts are. Stay tuned. And like I said, don't fret yet, because I heard even if it is true, there's talks going on right now. Well, or will be tomorrow. Yep, Doctor Who, like I said, there's one thing. There was a point when I was even saying they should just cancel it, because there's a portion of the fandom that's gotten so toxic that maybe if it goes away for about 15 years, they'll learn. Okay, so last recap. Word is that Chris Chibnall's been fired. Pete Mateague's been brought in to fill in. There's also a couple of my sources saying Jodie Whittaker has walked. There's another couple saying that Jodie Whittaker's in talks. And there's another source saying, hopefully, like I said, I'm really hoping this is not true. And if you are watching and you haven't sent in your lines yet for the next chapter of Dr. Freedom and Eric, get your ass in there and get them done. We'll have to wait and see what happens. You're right, Johnny. So take care of yourselves and each other, please. Have a good night. And by the way, RC, Fat America knows more about this show than you ever will. Good night. I love how they always pick on my weight. Apparently denigrating my physical appearance somehow adds substance to their argument. Typical attack the man strategy. Good night.